welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. Tonight's no love lost between these NFC East rivals, between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go on Monday Night Prime Time. Xavier Gipson now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. They're led out by one of only a handful of quarterbacks, Brock, to eclipse 200 career starts. I know you covered him for a long time in Seattle. A 10-time Pro Bowl selection, Russell Wilson.
You know, Kate, his chef days might be coming to a close, but he's still got a chance to cook in Pittsburgh last year. And he did have a winning record in 11 starts. He also threw 3 times as many touchdowns as picks. And that's why this opportunity and this door is opened in New York.
Blake Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. And now they face second down. From the gun, it's Tracy. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing third down to begin this ball game.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force to throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
The Giants ready to punch, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL Draft, it's Dak Prescott. Here's Prescott, first and 10.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for. I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He takes this forward a little to about the 39. Bobby Okereke making that stop.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he will be stopped now, but a lot to like about that effort.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with Williams. Like the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Finds him over the middle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
To CD Lamb. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
It's dime defense from the G-men, 3rd down. Dak now from the gun. And it's Cox, he's got Lamb. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the
There's no
12-yard
question. The
line.
greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
From the gun is Prescott. On the move, headed right.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive. Prescott here from the gun. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're staring at a 4th down.
Well, he had the space from the defender and the concentration to make a great catch. What he didn't have was enough end zone real estate. That's just a very, very exciting incompletion.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Aubrey puts it through, and that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Gunnar Olszewski now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. The give to Tracy up the middle. He'll knife his way through for a pick of a 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Wilson, a quick throw, complete. And he's going to get a few here, brought down at the 33-yard line.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Russ now from the gun. And oh, he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That swatted away, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
The Giants are set to punt. Cavante Turpin on the return for the Cowboys. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Back out come the Cowboys for their 2nd drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Finds his fullback. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. 1st down, here's Dak. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 46. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
So 3rd down, Giants trotting out 6 DBs in the dime set. Dak to the air here. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
That's good for a Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They'll run the toss for Williams. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams. Solid run in here. That's 9 yards as he brings up 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Prescott will look to throw. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
7-yard gain. That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
We're through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. Just 3-0 is our score. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Time for our 2nd quarter now. Let's see if the Cowboys can capitalize here in the red zone. Williams now on 1st and 10. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Dak out of the pistol. be somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game.
Giants nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Gibson now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Here's Tracy once more. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
He was taken down.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Wilson on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. And the Giants first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
And the slated downs to approach here from the 40. Play action, it's Wilson. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants start to fight back with their first points of this game. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Giants cut it to a field goal game.
Giants 7.
Raleigh set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Straight ahead with Williams. And he gets a nice chunk, looks like about 5. It's going to be 3rd down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Throwing now from the gun. Looking for a target. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. Snap is off, it's Prescott. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
Play action now for Prescott. And hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? So they make the quick stop at the 31. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
Good for a Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he'll go down here at the 16. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Read option on first down. He's going to keep it. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. That tackle made by the rookie from Penn State.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Cut near the goal line. And in for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys making a 9-point advantage. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game.
Cowboys 17, Giants 7.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Gibson now to return. Things going well so far. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. The Giants and Malik Neighbors set to go to work again. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a one-score game here. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Taking the handoff, now Wilson. He puts a mare under it deep down the middle. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Caught by Theo Johnson. And he goes out of bounds as everyone turns to hear from our referee. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
Still second down.
So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We've got 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Wilson. Short pass brought in. And he takes this up to around the 46, and that's going to leave him a yard at most from that marker on 3rd down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. They're going to go. It's Wilson. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Deron Bland has it. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Finds him over the middle. Jukes him, and now he's running free. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
It's a gain of 32 yards. That's good for a Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Dak now from the gun. This is complete to Ferguson out left. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. And it's the Cowboys. In a nice spot, 2nd and inches. A run with Williams. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Prescott set to pass. He's trying to push the field. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Back to the air, Prescott. Right side, Ferguson's got it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure, but you sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
3rd and 4 coming up now. From the gun is Prescott. That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Deck throwing again. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Second and goal, back to all the way up to the 14 here. Trying again, following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. Prescott here from the gun. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys will add to their lead at the end of the half. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys take a 3-possession lead.
Giants 7.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Robinson sent in motion left. Wilson with it on first. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Cowboys might be able to get some points late after the interception.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. First down, here's Dak. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Completed over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. He was money on his first field goal, Brock. His second coming a little inside of 50 yards. Aubrey puts it through, and that extends the lead to 20. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Gano ready to send this away. EA Thomas now on the return. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the 43. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here's Dak. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. And 4th and 4 coming up.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
Punt hits and kicks out of bounds beyond the opposing 35. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, gotta play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, like just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that. You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen, play goes nowhere.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And he takes this one up to the 41, so that makes a very manageable now 3rd and short.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Wilson on the sneak. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the 1st down.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. A handoff to Tracy. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Wilson now from the gun. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
He's going to loft one deep to the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
Punt team on the field. It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors. but they will get nothing on that return. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
It's a gain of 18. And the Cowboys first down.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Big shot to begin the drive. Has him up beyond the 40. Going to the ground again on first. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Offense to the line for second down. Dak to the air here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Prescott now on 3rd down. He puts some power on a deep one left. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's going to set them up with a first down on a huge gain.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Running right, it's Williams. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Now here's Prescott. Catch made over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. To throw, Prescott. Complete over the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
That's another Cowboys.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
They're now set for 1st and 10. They go with Williams on the counter. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That counter could never get started. Good chance someone on that line telegraphed that play because the defense was all over it. Fortunate just to make it back to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Drop play. This is Williams. And the second down run produces 7 before they bring him down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Dak off the play fake. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys trying to end this before the final quarter. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're going for the end zone.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys grow their lead yet again.
34, Giants 7.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
Gibson now to return. Escapes a defender. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Now here comes the New York offense. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. Again, right side to Tracy. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
The tackle by Kenneth Murray. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Russ now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
On first down, it's Wilson. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat, throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Wilson keeping it here. And he's not able to escape. The zone read doesn't work. It's going to cost him a couple of yards, too.
It's sure nice to see for this defense when a run heads out there to this corner's domain, to the outside. Well, he's able to finish the play off. And the best part, well, sure tackle from the corner. No chance he was slipping out of that one.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Motioning left is their running back. Wilson on 3rd down. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
Jamie Gillen in punt formation for the Giants.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Giants who are going to have it to start the 4th quarter, partner, in a game that seems pretty far out of their reach. Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. And absolutely no chance of getting the yards he needed. He's brought down well short, and they're going to turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot.
The Cowboys offense headed out there. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Off the play fake, it's Prescott. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
This is Williams. And second down only works out for a yard.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Play action now for Prescott. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They've got first down from the 31. Now Dak to throw. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback, complete. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
A gain of 21 more yards. That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Now run. This is Williams. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. He made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
On 2nd down, it's Williams again. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
Well, Kate, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. Down he goes. The Giants got to him. Now we have a momentary stoppage for an injured Giant as they get somebody out there to tend to him. So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Aubrey puts it through. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Gibson now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we watch the Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10 because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Another try following the sack. He set up the screen to Neighbors. And he's brought down. They'll spot this one right at the 20.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
All right, Cowboys showing nickel set, third down. Here's Wilson to the air. Pass complete to Robinson. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now here's Russ. Finds a seam down the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Crosses the 35, room for more. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing again is Russ. Finds a man right side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Wilson now from the gun. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Once more, it's Wilson. Got a man, and Neighbors has it. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Wilson now, 1st and 10. Now here he goes. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Well, I think all quarterbacks have been there before. You start scrambling, you're hoping for something to materialize, and nothing does. You just try to get back to the line, live to play another day, and more importantly, avoid a loss.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Russ looking to throw. Forced out to his right. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Giants trying to do some window dressing. And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. Russ setting to throw. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Giants putting up points in a game decided. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Gano for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Giants trail by 23 now.
37. Giants 14.
Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. I think the Giants got that one back. Yes, Giants football.
Offense.
Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. Up the gun they go with Williams. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They're going to pass it here. He's got a man left. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route for man coverage.
It's also Williams headed right. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
You know, we love to talk about corners, those corners that both love to tackle and cover. It's kind of the same thing with these defensive ends. Most of them love sacks. They love rushing the quarterback. But those that run down a toss play like that, they separate themselves from others.
So it's a win for the Cowboys. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.